Oh, so Big Ack was working his magic last night. So apparently he didn't know about Almighty Suspect influence over the West Coast. And you know we going through a little something with Blueface right now. And if you know anything about the West Coast and Almighty Suspect and Blueface, well, it's a little...
A different kind of entanglement.
Now, and if you're not on the West Coast and you don't know what any of that means, or maybe you're on the West Coast and you don't know what any of that means, the video clip coming up shortly will explain it all. Right now, Big Ack, Almighty Suspect, and his chat niggas. Here we go. Peace.
Let's go.
Yo, Suspect, what up?
Yo, Almighty Suspect, what up?
Y'all hear me?
What's good with you, bro?
What's happening with you?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, listen, you know you've been the big bad bully over No Jumper, right?
I don't be trying to be no bully, bro.
You slap one nigga.
Bro.
You bloody one nigga mouth, and then basically my man Flacco was trying to get on the witness protection program from you. Like you've been, and then you were beefing with Soulja Boy, and I ain't gonna lie, you kind of handle yourself appropriately there, because like Soulja Boy started like laughing with you and shit. I'm like, damn, okay, but what's going on with this Blueface shit?
I don't know, but that nigga be waking up with my dick in his mouth daily. I don't be getting it for real.
Pause.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know.
No, wait.
He
Did
just
you
be
ever
waking up
say anything
tweaking
about
about a nigga.
Blueface? Did you ever say, like, you diss him or some shit?
It's really a long story, bro. But like, really, nigga, back in the day, Johnathan used to be with me like every day, bro.
Whoa,
I helped
hold
write
on.
a lot of that shit.
Wait, hold on.
Sound.
Wait,
I
hold on.
helped write a lot of that shit, and if you from here, niggas know. Like he took my shit. Like
Wait,
this
wait,
is not just some
wait.
shit
Wait,
I came up with.
Wait,
Niggas
suspect,
know.
hold on.
If y'all know the facts, y'all know the facts.
Wait,
If-
suspect. We want to hear the story. You know the niggas. You know him?
Come on, nigga, I know Johnathan for real. Like let's be a bug, nigga. Like we got like 2 or 3 songs together. I'm in multiple of the nigga music videos, all kind of shit.
Wait, why didn't nobody tell me this?
You said what?
Wait, chat. He not bullshit. Nobody ever told me this.
Yeah, this all on YouTube. This all facts. You
I
pull all that
break
shit
the
up.
story down because I didn't even know y'all knew each other. My bad. I had no idea, honestly.
Yeah, nah, bro. This nigga, I'm talking about been to my pop's house. I know his son, like you feel me, like all kind of shit. Back in the day, nigga, like that was, you feel me, like he was my nigga. I helped write Bleed It. Nigga, one of his biggest songs. If you pull up, like, nigga, back in the day, Where Your Safe At, 2018, like, some of my old hits, it sound just like that. I wrote, Bleed It. I helped him write Bleed It, and I wrote one of my biggest hits, Where Your Safe At, in, like, the same month.
No fucking way.
Come on.
Wait, did he
Pull
give
up
you
the
credit?
dates.
Did he
I
give
was
you credit?
first.
Did he give you credit for it?
No, fuck no. Fuck no.
So
The nigga signed this deal and act like he ain't know me.
So y'all grew up together. Y'all was kind of working on music.
I
So-
wouldn't say grew up. What it was is I was popular in the city first. Like anybody who from LA and you familiar with the wave, Draco came first. Draco and Ralphie, they came first. And then me and Frosty, we came after. And then Blueface came a couple years after that.
Holy shit. So,
And
okay,
this
so
is all documented.
That's
Like
when
you
you
can
was
pull all
cool,
these dates
like,
up.
back
Like
then-
I ain't
Wait,
happy.
Almighty,
them days, you was
where did things go wrong then? Because where
you
did
want
things?
some bully shit. I don't respect that.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
You said what?
Almighty Suspect. I heard that you the reason why he left Fayetteville State.
Wait, hold
You said
on.
what?
Wait, hold on.
I heard you the reason why he left Fayetteville State.
Wale,
to come to LA.
chill. Yo, Wale and Facts, you guys can chime in. Let me just get the story first because y'all got other commentary. But for everybody, they're trying to, like, I had zero idea, and I'm pretty sure everybody had zero idea. You guys could chime in afterwards. Let me just get the story. Okay, so cool. Like, y'all kind of know each other, this and the third, but clearly something went left. So give us the story because honestly, like, when I see him type AS, I was like, what the fuck is that? And people are like, oh, Almighty Suspect. And I'm like, wait, they know each other?
Best to do this act. I ain't gonna lie. This is his worst nightmare right here. That's why he tries to keep my name out of shit. He'll do shit like that so only certain motherfuckers know. This is what the fuck he don't want.
So
That's
wait,
what he don't want.
how did y'all fall apart, or how did y'all like what's the thing? Because yo, he said you're the boofest nigga in LA, and claimed you got your chain snatched and you were in a gang for 30 days.
That should be funny. It's like, all right, look. How I feel, right, is I'm never mad at no nigga doing his thing and no nigga feeding his family and making millions. Like I'm not mad at none of that. Any black man, I'm happy to see him succeed, whether it was off some of my labor or not. I'm never no hating ass nigga. I'm gonna just say that off the bat. I'm happy to see any black man in a mansion for sure, off the dribble. You feel me? That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Two, what happened was, nigga, basically, I was first, and the nigga hit me for a feature and asked me how much. I got the screenshots and all this shit on YouTube. I'll pull it up and send it to you if you need me to. I'll drop it in the Discord. He had DM me on my first Instagram, and he was like, "How much for a feature?" This is 2018, like March 2018, real early. He didn't have no songs yet, not even on the Dead Lows. He didn't have none of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right, so boom, he hits me. I tell him the price. At that price, at that point in time, I wasn't charging that much. I think it was like 500, 800, some shit like that. And he says, "All right, bet." So boom, like a month later, he drops on the Dead Lows. When he was doing the little Mickey Mouse squeaky shit, that's not really me. That's more so like Frosty the Snowman, how he was rhyming words in the beginning, like, "Yeah, bitch, don't chase me, chase your." That's his little whole shit, right? And even though me and him going through our little discrepancies, I ain't never been no hating ass nigga to take nothing away from nobody.
Yeah. I'm following.
All right, so boom. Couple months later down the line, he hits me. He hits me back again. He was like, "Yo, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, like I'm going fake viral. I don't really need the feature right now." But he like, "Let's link on some just gang shit, just chill smoke." All right, boom, bet. Niggas start pulling up to my house. You feel me? I'm a real LA nigga, South Central, born and raised. It was taking a nigga an hour to get to my house anyways, because he was already in Santa Clarita. This is before the deal. This picture you pulling up right now,
Yeah.
this the last time I ever seen him. This the last day I seen him. And Whack attest to it. I was getting into it with niggas backstage squabbling up, and he'll tell you, "I like to fight and I ain't no bitch." Well, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, you
but
look
anyway,
like a
that's
squabbler.
a side note. I seen you pull that shit up, but that's a side note. That don't even matter. Anyways, boom. So, nigga, once we start linking up, I'm doing shows with the nigga. I'm bringing him on Melrose. We cooling. And at this point, I'm more important. At this point.
Yeah.
He overshines me very soon. But at this point, I am more important. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like big homie, little homie type shit. Right at that moment, I'm more important. In a couple months, he eclipsed me. I'll never take that away from him. In a couple months, he gets bigger than me, right? So boom. He's still doing his little squeaky Mickey Mouse shit, right? And then, nigga, one day he just pops up. I'm in the studio with him, and then, you feel me, he like help a nigga do some shit. I'm like, all right, it's good. You feel me? And that's when the pull up on that block and I bleed it, slide. And if I don't drop something I can't leave, that's already me. I'm aggressive. That's already me. That's my whole shit. Pull up any of my old songs.
That's
get
a
work,
fire song.
real
I ain't
safe
gonna
fat,
lie.
roll
That's
bag.
a fact.
That's
Been
a
on that.
fire
That's
song.
me.
I'm gonna be honest though. It's a fire song. So wait,
Come on.
so you're in
That's
the studio
me.
helping him create this?
Come on. That's me.
That's a
me.
fact.
This is
me.
true. This is factual.
Anybody from the city, or even if you just hit to that scene around that time, you know I was first.
That's
I
a
predate
fact.
this nigga years.
Hey, nigga,
So-
we know. Chill.
You feel me?
Oh,
I'm just saying, now this for the motherfuckers who don't know. You feel me?
I'm
'Cause
not
I'm
talking to you,
shit.
Sess, man. I'm not talking to you, bro.
But
Here's a nigga
it's
that
a lot of niggas who clueless about that shit. I don't even be caring no more.
Yeah,
but
yo,
when
yo.
the nigga just be bringing
Yo.
me up on Twitter, it's
Yo.
like, bro,
Yo,
I be minding
suspect.
my business, doing
Yo,
my thing
suspect.
on no jumper. But when you want to do all that, yeah, I'm gonna have something to say.
Yo, suspect. I might be hella green, obviously, to the scene, but like, damn, that's a rhyme. I could rap. Anyway, I'm definitely hella green to the scene in terms of LA. I had no idea you were this intertwined until he tweeted it today. Like, everything you're saying right now is blowing my mind. I had no fucking idea. So go
And
ahead.
this
Like,
is what he
keep
tries to
going.
avoid. That's why he did the AS and he didn't spell my name out. He didn't want this shit to happen.
All right, keep going. So you help him on this bleeded song. That's just fire. And then what happened?
I think his internet messed up.
Nah, he don't pop back in.
Oh no, Blueface took
Wait,
him out, bro.
for everybody who watched No Jumper, y'all knew this shit?
Just some good insight.
Nigga, I've never heard this. Nigga, I thought he was just like a regular squabbler in the hood and Adam just brought him on. I thought he probably threatened to beat up Adam and just brought him on. I didn't know this nigga was like rapping and shit too.
You know Blueface watching this, right? You know he's probably sick right now, right?
Nah, I don't think Blueface sick. Bro, like,
Nigga,
Blueface
no, like-
tweeted this out like he clearly wanted. Bro, Blueface is tweeting shit out that he want to go back and forth with. If he didn't like this thing, he would not mention him.
Yeah, but he tweeted out his like initials. He didn't even say his
Nah,
Bro,
Blueface don't want to get his name.
I didn't know who the initials
If he didn't
were.
want to give him attention, why he posted?
Yeah, if you didn't want to give him the attention, you know how I found it? You know when somebody tweet, you could just go into like the comments? I went into the comments and I was looking, I said, who's AS? Because I thought he was trying to say AD, but he said A.S. So I'm like, because he kind of mentioned
Who don't know who he's talking about though?
No, I didn't know. I had
ain't gonna lie, I ain't know. I don't know nothing about none of that.
I don't know that shit.
I had
He back,
zero
he
idea. Yeah,
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. Go ahead.
Yo,
All right, cut out.
bro?
Yeah, you cut out. Go ahead.
All right, so boom, you feel me? At that exact point, boom, then he starts to distance himself, and then one day, the nigga just answer the phone, nigga. Just stop. So boom, that's when I still don't take it to offense, right? And then one day, all right, the nigga in this picture that you got on the screen, the nigga all the way to the left.
Yeah, who that?
He is one of my sons too. You feel me? The nigga, his whole little sound, I ain't gonna say his name because this would be the most clouded up moment he'll ever have in his fucking life. We're not doing all that. That'll save his whole career. But the nigga all the way to the left, he dropped a diss song, right? As he drops a diss song to me, Blueface get in his car one day and he sings along with the diss song. So I'm like, oh, it's beef? That's what we doing? I ain't even know we had beef, nigga. You feel me? And my only problem was I don't want this nigga to give me $1. I don't want no money from you. I don't want shit, bro. Just stop lying when motherfuckers used to ask. And now I don't give a fuck. All this shit in the past. But at that time, I used to be like, my nigga, just tell the truth, bro. When you be getting in these rooms and getting in the studios and motherfuckers be like, oh, where you come up with this sound? And nigga was like, oh, cuz I just like how my voice sounded. Nigga, that's cat, bro. I was helping you with a lot of that shit. And the timeline to prove it, he went from squeaky, Mickey Mouse, to aggressive on the game, over and all that shit. And then once me and him stopped being around, that shit disappeared.
Oh, shit.
No cap. The dates to prove it.
Yeah, I had no idea about this.
I was away from him. That's when Studio came out and he started doing the auto-tune. He started trying other shit because he didn't have me to ride from no more. He didn't have me to help him put all that shit together no more. He had to find something else to do.
I ain't gonna lie, Bleeding might be the hottest song he got. Bleeding fire, nigga. I kid you not. All right, hold on. Let's address some of the things he said, though, right? So he's saying you got your chain snatched and got beat up by the... All right, I'm going to read exactly what he said. I think we can agree the boofest nigga in L.A. is Almighty Suspect. Too many... Hold on. Oh, people can't see it on the screen. Too many chains took with no get back. Snitch allegations. Whooped out by the gang he claimed for 30 days and got a day job and no jumper. Shaking my head couldn't be me. Wherever you want to start, you tell me, because he's making you sound like crazy. He's making you sound
when
crazy.
The truth don't work, they start telling lies around this motherfucker. And it's crazy. I'm an open book, right? You feel me? Anything that I've ever went through, I've talked about it on the podcast. I've talked about it on No Jumper. Like, these aren't just like secrets, nigga. Like, this is shit that I willingly gave up. Like, you feel me? Like, information that I willingly gave up. Nobody ever took shit from me. Niggas had pictures of a chain when they used to be with me. Like, you know, when you get into it with niggas and then they try to flip little shit and be like, yeah, I had his chain. But you in my house, in my bathroom, like with my decor all in the back. Little shit like that. You know how niggas pull a little clout chasing moves. But it's funny because nobody gave a fuck before I was on No Jumper. Once I got on No Jumper, everybody and their mama just had random shit to say.
So now niggas is saying, oh yeah, I took his chain back in the day. But in reality, that's when they were cool with you and they were just like fucking.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
That type of shit. You feel me? And then the snitch shit, nigga, that already been debunked. I'm a junior. My pops had some little shit where I went to court and he was like, I don't recall, I don't know nothing. Basically, like, long story short, to shorten it as much as possible, something happened, he gets subpoenaed to where he has to go to the court or they're going to take him to jail. And he gets up there and he says, I don't recall, I don't know nothing. Because I'm a junior, they see his name, I don't recall, I don't know nothing. Oh, Almighty Suspect snitching.
They think you took the stand.
I'm a whole junior. We got the same name. Nigga, the case when I'm from like 12, they don't put 12-year-olds on stands. And if they do, they black out the paperwork because they're a minor. I'm not in no paperwork. I ain't never told on nothing, nigga. I've been going to jail since I was 12, nigga. I ain't never been one of those. So just little bullshit. This nigga just be waking up trying to debunk shit, nigga, when you out here living off Krishan Rock fame, nigga. Let's keep that shit a buck. Nigga.
Okay. So the last thing, I'm just asking you just to make sure you can clear it up. Did you get whooped out by a gang that you claimed for 30 days?
Cap. Any nigga who been in the streets, nigga, you jump niggas and you get jumped. It happens. You win some, you lose some. It happens. See, I've been packed out. Nigga, it happens. When you outside, nigga, and you a teenager, nigga, you might not have blick on you. You outside, nigga, and it's 5 niggas. What you gonna do? Me? I ain't a runner.
That's true.
Niggas just gonna have to whoop me out. Yeah, I done been packed out. So what? I take those. Like, you feel me? That ain't nothing, bro. Real niggas get packed out every day, B.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I always thought, I said, this nigga Almighty Suspect got an attitude on him. He better have lost a fight in his life, because if he's only called,
it happens.
If he only called wins,
happens. Come on now. Any nigga who act like he just ain't never got hit extra hard before, nigga, cap. When you outside fighting, nigga, it's gonna happen for sure. Yeah, a couple niggas jumped me, but it wasn't no 30-day. Nigga just be putting a bunch of extra shit. You get jumped in the video, and now niggas got all kind of stories.
All right. So why the fuck is he mentioning you today? Tell me, what'd you do? You had to do something. You DM Christian
I'm on
Rock.
No Jumper, and you know, anytime niggas be having little news topics and shit, and if he might come across the table, I still don't be saying no hater shit, but I just say how it feel. That's the only thing that I could say, because I'm just like, damn, this nigga woke up, talk about me? Yeah, it has to be some No Jumper shit. Like, it gotta be.
What's the last thing you said about him?
Bro, I be telling the truth.
What's the last thing you said about him?
I don't be hating. I think he a smart man.
What's the last thing you said about him?
Probably, nigga, that he would fade into irrelevancy without Krishan Rock.
Oh, that's
nigga,
true,
and this is facts.
That's
but
true.
I also gave him his credit, and I said I think she might fall off too, because he keeps a lot of that madness on real. Like, I'm not no hating ass nigga. Like, I be watching you act. You be saying if you don't fuck with a nigga, you gonna try to destroy a nigga. Me? I'm not no hating ass nigga. You feel me? If the nigga do something like, if this nigga Blueface drop a fucking hit tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't fuck with that nigga, but that shit was hard. I'm not no hating ass nigga. So nigga, I'll do that too. And negative. I feel like she keeping you afloat, but I feel like you keeping that shit on rails because she a little unhinged. Y'all both benefiting from the situation, but I feel like you would be more so a nobody ass nigga if it wasn't for her. When the last time we talked about this nigga having a hit?
Yeah, so
we talk about this nigga getting abused by his significant other every 4 days. Like, what we talking about?
If that's all you said, yo, Blueface, like, I mean, that's a reasonable conversation that everybody. He might be just upset that you're saying it because he's.
It's because it's me. It's because it's me, and we already had our discrepancies. Because I'm literally, nigga, I get paid to speak on hip hop news, nigga. This shit comes across my desk. I speak on it.
Which is
it's
a
not
beautiful
like I
thing,
wake
by the
up
way.
picking on you, nigga. This is what they tell a nigga to talk about. So, nigga, it's a topic. Like everybody else is doing on the internet, nigga. Everybody else on the podcast doing the same shit. But he doing it because he know me and him got our personal shit. You see the nigga put me in parentheses and didn't put Almighty or Suspect. He didn't want to get this much attention onto it. But, nigga, I've been running my mouth all day since niggas want to tweet about me at fucking 8 in the morning. I don't be getting it.
Yeah, so what somebody told me was that when he came up and he did Sharp Show, he also dissed you there, but it was edited out.
I believe so. And it's just like, nigga, what is you mad at? Because I've been telling the truth, bro. That's what it is.
Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said, though?
And once he got bigger than me, that's when he started trying to fully steal his shit. Because, you know, we live in a day and age now, bro, where niggas don't give a fuck about originality. Everybody give a fuck who started nothing. They give a fuck about who they heard it from first. And he knew that. That's why I say he a smart nigga. He not stupid. He knew once he got to a certain size of fame that he could steal whatever the fuck he wanted and nobody was gonna give a fuck because he was already huge. Like, if from niggas outside of the West Coast didn't give a fuck type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just me. He just don't like that shit because it's like, bro, the truth is, nigga, when you first came out, you had that Mickey Mouse voice, you got around me, and then you got real aggressive with your shit. And that's just the motherfucking facts. So anything I say that comes in his name, he just do shit like this. Usually, he actually been doing a good job, right? You know, it's funny, this how I know the tide is turning, nigga. Because I've been doing exactly what I've been doing for like 5 years. I just didn't have no jumper.
Yeah.
But niggas would ignore me because niggas felt like, why would we pay attention to him? We got more leverage because I got 1 million followers. I'm signing to Cash Money with it. But now, niggas is starting to fade into irrelevancy a little bit, and niggas just gotta argue with they bitch to get any type of traction. So now niggas is answering back. But I've been having these Instagram wars for years. Niggas was ignoring the fuck out of me. Wasn't saying nothing.
By the way, I'll definitely say this, and I think this is my message to Blueface. I know he's gonna watch this. Blue. In reality, your girl has a lot of like core fan base. Like she goes on the Shade Room, she goes on Spiritual Word, she goes on the Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked. These are all platforms who cater towards a woman being in a relationship or a woman being on a reality show. She has a lot of base. Your base always came from hip hop. So I see why me and you got into it, because once I started saying, I think what you're doing is whack, it's directly attacking you when I used to be your base. I used to say, yo, I kind of like this clever rap when a lot of people didn't think that you were that talented. What I know about Blueface now is that he pays attention to everybody who talks about him. And he pays attention to the niggas who talk about him, because he do want people to kind of, and by the way, you know what's so funny? Like, sometimes he says some shit, like he was talking about Krishan recently, and he was just like, yo, she didn't do laundry or some shit, but he was also breaking it down and saying, yo, listen, hey, you got to pick what type of girl you want to be. Do you want to be the girl who's, you know, the pick-me girl, like, oh, we got to be the same, or are you going to accept the fact that there's double standards, blah, blah. And I listened to that, and I was like, yo, Blueface got a point. And
this is a fact. He be right a lot of the times. I don't be taking that from him at all. That's a fact. And a lot of this shit, he be having some sense, but then a good 85% of the other shit just be embarrassing. I just feel like he diluted a lot of his shit. Like he might have not been the most taken serious rapper, but he was taken way more serious a couple years ago than he is now. It's gonna be a struggle getting back from this nonsense. Let's just be 100. It's gonna be a hard road to climb if that shit fall apart, which it will. It's coming. That shit is extremely toxic. It's gonna fall apart. I think motherfuckers is gonna watch her move on to whoever else she fuck with, and they might follow it for a little bit, and it's gonna fizzle out. But him, soon as this shit over, it's gonna fizzle out. That's my opinion.
I definitely believe he looks at what maybe you say, I say, or people who are within the content hip hop sphere, and he takes it more offensive, because if you're criticizing him, you know, there's no backbone to what he's doing. So, you know, honestly, Blueface, I'm gonna be honest, like, clearly you and your Almighty Suspect got something, like, you know, that's dated. I had no idea I had this history. But, bro, everybody's saying this about you. It's not like Suspect's coming with some weirdo shit. Everybody's saying this about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I just came up with some out the left shit. Nigga, everybody's saying this. Nigga, you got thousands of retweets on Twitter saying the same shit. Nigga, I just said it on No Jumper because it's my job. It's not like I woke up think about you, bro. Before I was a podcaster, I used to mind my fucking business. I wouldn't be speaking on your relationship if it wasn't my job, because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It just, I get paid to speak these opinions, nigga, so I give them.
By the way, Blueface, I always say, if you ever look at your comments, they all say the same thing. It's not like everybody's coming out the blue. Everybody's saying what many people, including Almighty Suspect and even me, have said. Like, hey, right now you're in an arena where your girl is the A side, you're the B side. You used to be the A side, and if you're comfortable with being here, it's probably most likely, like, I've seen somebody like try to have this discussion. Could he go back to rap? Rap is not the thing you could treat like a bastard child and go back whenever you want to. Once people feel like your image has been completely eviscerated, you can't go back to rapping the same shit. Because all they're going to think about is
when your fan base is 80% females, you dumbass.
Now it is.
And then you broadcast to the world how you treat your bitch. Of course, that's going to affect the overall value of your career. His fan base was mostly women. He fucking it up.
That's what I think.
I just be trying to help the nigga. I don't be hating all the time. I just be speaking how I feel for real. Nigga, you fucked your shit up. Let's be honest. You had a huge female fan base because we used to laugh at that shit. The bitches was the one who was screaming all in the crowd. But this not a good look for real. Let's be honest. Am I wrong?
Well, I agree with you, and I think that he wanted to be more males. Like he wanted to be down with the niggas when honestly right now the females want you to treat your girl like a queen. But you over here still trying to say, oh no, I'm gonna treat her like a bitch, and there isn't enough niggas looking at you like, oh yeah, nah, son, put it like do that, yeah. All the women are just saying, yo, you look like a bozo. So they're just supporting her. You're looking like, damn, where am I get my support from? Then you look online and you see Almighty Suspect and academics criticizing you, and of course, like I get why you feel like you do. Damn. Yo.
Yeah, then nigga, let's just be honest, nigga. Everybody is definitely watching. 95% of them females is watching to see her get away from you at this point. That's all they're watching for, to see her do better. Let's be honest. If you read half of them comments, all of them are saying, please get away from him, please get away from him. I don't think that's right or wrong. I don't give a fuck. It ain't my opinion, but I'm just saying that to say that, nigga, the state of your career after y'all depart, yeah, it's gonna be touchy, to say the least.
Let me ask you a question. Would you be down to have any conversation with him? Like, say he says, you know, like I had Wack on the phone earlier. I didn't want to bring this up just because I don't know if Wack gets involved in his artist issues that much. But let's say, you know, for his next interview, he wants to come do an interview with Adam. Would you want to be a part of it if it's open to you being a part of it, or are you
tripping. Nobody died, act like we good. I'm 25, act like I've been doing this rap shit, like, you feel me, in LA, like since I was like 16, 17. Like I'm trying to evolve into the podcast world. Like I swear to God, that Kelpie shit was not some shit that I was trying to do. That's not some shit I'm trying to promote. That was just like a nigga, it just happened kind of shit. Like that ain't what I'm trying to be known for, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really do something with this podcast shit. I'm trying to get into the game. I'm trying to get into the Twitch. I'm trying to get into all that. So ain't nobody died with me and him. Ain't nobody been touched. Like as long as ain't nobody died, any beef can be squashed. If ain't nobody died, no bloodshed, shit can be squashed.
So what you saying?
I'm not tripping.
No, hold on. Wait, hold on.
He took some shit from me.
Wait.
I'm not mad. I'm speaking the truth.
Yo, chat, do I got to do it? I think I got to, right? So since Blueface said he tagged in for Lil Baby to fight me, would you want to tag in for me to fight Blueface?
Look, I ain't turning down shit, but that nigga be training his ass off. I'm gonna have to train too, for sure.
I just seen a video.
That bitch going up. Nigga gotta give me a time frame and a trainer.
Yeah, I seen him recently. He was throwing up. And actually,
I be watching. You feel me? I be watching. I ain't no dumbass. I be watching for sure.
Hey, by the way,
nigga, I'm a fighter. I ain't no boxing ass nigga, but I throw these bitches. So I would have to get me some little training for some months so we can get it in. You feel me?
Yeah. By the way, do you know what I realized though about Blueface? And I realized when he even was going back and forth with me, and this is why I don't like that he tried to mention that, oh, you have a day job and no jumper, like he was throwing you under the bus. Like, Blueface, I get it. Being a rapper is cool, but at this point, you're not a rapper. You're a reality star.
Thank you.
You have a day job.
You're a fucking reality star.
And
what do you do?
Yeah, and honestly, like, reality stars work with the media hand in hand to create attention to monetize. So you can't shit on the media, or you can't shit on a nigga who has a media job when you're doing reality TV. It's all about
Come on, nigga. You went from being a motherfucking rapper, and then you literally went and did the same shit. Now, just because you had the machine behind you and I didn't have a machine behind me. I didn't have no record deal. All my shit was independent. So just because you had the machine behind you and then you're literally basically doing what I'm doing, it's just a different form of media. You're being a reality star. I'm interviewing niggas and doing news shit. We're both in media now. What are you saying? You basically have a day job and it's getting socked on by your bitch. The fuck are you talking about?
I completely agree. Like, I completely agree. I think that's where Blueface sometimes lose track of reality, and he still think that he's like levels and head and shoulders above everybody. No, you're creating content, and put like this. If we were to ask people, I think it would be a close one. What was the most engaging, at least with my audience, content? You socking on Kelpie and him getting socked on by his girl, we probably talked about both of them equally. You get what I mean? It's just like, they're both content.
That's a fact.
This both content. So
that
it's
nigga
like
acting like he's dropping certified hits right now. Like,
yeah,
nigga, Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You're only intermediary for getting beat by your lady, sir, and her family members.
And by the way,
the fuck?
And by the way, this is why I thought that was also weird, because when you said you were with Sharp and you said, "Yo, I'm cool off rap. I'm excited about reality TV." You basically said you're excited about making content that's not musical. Well, Almighty Suspect makes content. Why are you trying to shit on him? Like, y'all are doing the same thing. Like,
Come
nigga,
on, bro.
Is it because you're on Zeus? Well, he could be on YouTube getting the same subscribers or members, the same shit. It's all about being entertaining. So, you know what I mean? I think it's just because of his dislike for you and whatever. Like, it's probably one of those things where he probably looked at it like, yo, damn, I made it, and this nigga, I feel, didn't make it like I make it, so I'm going to just shit on him to kind of whatever. But, shit, if anything, I think it would be better if y'all niggas reunite, or not like on some friend shit, but like, y'all niggas should be on camera, like, doing an interview, kind of bringing this up, because you telling me the story is kind of like more interesting than me even hearing about whatever he was trying to say about you, honestly.
Because the real story, it's so fucking crazy that you say that. Because, like I said, that's exactly what this nigga been trying to avoid for all these years. Like I said, when the levels was a little more even and he was still a little hood famous, he didn't try to run off with the sauce just yet. It was a little bit. Once he got to that point where he felt like, oh, I can leave niggas behind and he's going to fade into irrelevancy and I'm cash money now. I could do what I want type shit. I could take all that. Ain't nobody gonna hear this nigga outside of California. And once I got that no jumper job and niggas start asking me these questions in these interviews and shit, now it's like, oh shit, that old shit that you tried to bury with stealing my whole shit is coming out to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
And now look, nigga, I'm on the stream with you talking about this shit. Come on. His worst nightmare. It's the reason he don't tag me and spell my whole name out. That's a nigga trying to keep some shit covered up. Like, let's keep it a buck. That's a nigga not trying to shed no light on nothing.
Hey, Suspect. This is exactly why I exist, man. He ain't gonna be able to talk to me without answering this question no more. Listen, Blueface, you know how I am. You gonna have to address your issues or address Almighty Suspect completely before we get back into it, because every moment we actually exchange a tweet against each other, whatever, I'm going to ask you, why you not pulling up on him? Why you not talking to Suspect, though? You took his style for this. Why you not talking about that? Don't worry. We'll make it a thing. It'll be cool. But shit, all right. Hey.